Hi guys, Steve here. We finally got our first lot of information about Ark Survival Ascended from Wildcard. And overall it was good, helpful info. So I did a good positive video that you can find here. Wildcard was honest and said they were doing Ark Ascended because they needed the money to get Ark 2 done. They were still learning the Unreal 5 engine and it will help them out to make Ark 2. And they were upgrading to Ark Ascended as Ark 2 will be a completely different game. And they're not confident that we'd all like it. So they're giving us Ark Ascended so we can play it for years to come. All that honesty was good and it went down well. Compared to them not telling us anything, vague information, and a community trying to work out everything by themselves for 9 months. It was a nice change. Wildcard said Ark Ascended will be released at the end of October, but Ark is run by 2 companies. Wildcard, who are the game developers, and Snail Games, who are the publishers. I believe Wildcard want to create the best game they can, and want what's best for the player base and the community. Yeah, they make mistakes, everything is always delayed, and they don't fix long-term bugs. However, overall, I think they care what they do, and their focus is to create a game that people will like and play for years. Ark's publishers, Snail Game USA, however, seems to only care about how much money they can get from you. They don't care about a player base, as they ban people for no reason if their pet tribe T gets attacked. Their only interest is in how much money the game can make. If Wildcard version of how things should go with Ark Ascended happens, then most of the things will be okay. I trust they want what's best for the game and the players. But I don't trust Snail Games at all, and I think they will screw us and the game over any chance they get to make an extra buck. And Snail can override Wildcard anytime they want. So I've had a think about all the current available info, and there is a possibility that Snail can kill Ark Survival Evolved and shut down most of the private servers everyone's playing on. I re-looked at the deal Snail Games did to give Nitrado exclusive server rights, and there may be a big problem. I've linked the contract in the description below for you all to look at, as it's hard going, so can you tell me if I'm reading it right and let me know in the comments please. We're all focused on the parts that said Nitrado to get exclusive server rights for Ark Survival Ascended and 20% of the money for ASA until the loan is repaid. But then also, if Ark Ascended is not released by the 31st of October, Snail Games basically forfeits 20% of Ark Survival Evolved money to Nitrado until the loan is repaid. So everyone's thinking, okay, Snail doesn't want to pay the extra 20%, so Ark Survival Ascended must be released before the 31st of October. But there's an extra bit. If you read section 6.2, covering Survival Evolved servers, I'll try and cut out the word spaghetti that would just lock your mind up and bore you to death. Section A. In addition to games exclusivity conditions from November the 1st, 2023 until the lapse of exclusivity period, Snail Games USA hereby grants Marbis, Nitrado, sole and exclusive, non-transferable, global and irrevocable right to provide Snail Games USA and its affiliates with official servers, but excluding exempt servers, to host and run Ark Survival Evolved. Okay, that bit we know. They've already ran the official servers, so that's fine. As under the current existing business relationship, license to use the server file in the connection with the administration and management of official servers leased to Snail Games USA, and B, hosting and running Ark Survival Evolved on private community servers, and license to host and run games on private community servers. So if I've read that bit right, they've added in private community servers, i.e. rented ones. But there's more. Subject to the occurrence of the Ark Survival Evolved exclusivity condition, Snail Games USA shall procure that neither Snail Games, nor any of its affiliates, nor any of the third parties shall be furnished with, have access to, or use server files pertaining to Ark Survival Evolved to commercially rent official servers, or provide private and or community servers. I'll skip a bit. Snail Games USA and its affiliates and or service partners may be furnished with and have access to, retain and or use server files in connection with, running and hosting Ark Survival Evolved on official servers exclusively provided by Marbis. So that sounds like everyone apart from Nitrado is getting cut from being connected to the Ark servers and the game code, so the private rented servers won't be able to run anymore. Then section C, subject to the occurrence of Ark Survival Evolved exclusivity condition, and to the extent Snail Games USA has made server files pertaining to Ark Survival Evolved available to third parties or the public with a view to the provision of official, private and or community servers. Snail Games USA shall promptly agree with Marbis on the notice to be set by Snail Games USA or its affiliates to businesses providing Snail Games USA and its affiliates with official servers, or renting out private and or community servers to end customers, by excluding the exempt servers, with respect to Ark Survival Evolved, that Snail Games USA and its affiliates intend to implement and or amend applicable terms of use, such as a commercial use of server files for Ark Survival Evolved will no longer be permissible from a specific date, such date to be further agreed between Snail Games USA and Marbis, but in no event later than the 31st of December 2024, and that the rights to commercially use further developments and or publishments of Ark Survival Evolved and the server files for Ark Survival Evolved is subject to an exclusivity agreement such that such third party will no longer be entitled or granted a license to provide official servers or rent out a private and or community server to the end customer of Ark Survival Evolved. Holy crap, that's hard to get your head around. So it looks like if Ark Ascended isn't released by the 1st of November, Snail will withhold all the licenses to run a private rented server and stop all the data and communication from the game to those rented servers. Am I reading it right? Because I've asked around and everyone else seems to agree. Like I say, I've linked the contract in the description box below, so read it yourself whenever you like. And if it is right, does this mean if Snail hasn't released Ark Ascended by the 31st of October, Nitrado gets the rights to run all the Ark Survival Evolved servers as well, including all the rented private ones that most of the community are on? So we would lose all our private Ark servers that are rented from other companies other than Nitrado. As if that is the case, it will almost completely kill Ark Survival Evolved. Because many of you are not planning to get Ark Ascended and staying on your rented private Evolved servers, the player base will be split and may have even more people playing Survival Evolved than Ark Ascended. But section 6.2 leaves a way open for Snail to kill Ark Survival Evolved. Is all we have to do is release Ark Ascended a few days after the 31st of October, and every rented private server, apart from Nitrado ones, will have to close. Now you're probably thinking, why would Snail do that? Because they'd lose 20% of the Ark Survival Evolved money coming in. But think about it, there is almost no money coming in from Ark Survival Evolved anymore, as everyone already has it, or they're holding back and waiting to buy Ark Survival Ascended when it comes out. So losing 20% of almost nothing isn't much of a loss. Ark Survival Evolved is almost financially dead to Snail. So if they can kill it by shutting down all the private rented servers, then all the player base that still want to play Ark, but cannot play Ark Survival Evolved, will be forced to buy Ark Survival Ascended, and that will bring in millions for Snail Games. Snail gets almost nothing for Ark Survival Evolved being alive, but many millions if it dies. Even if Ark Ascended is finished in time, Snail could gag Wildcard under their NDA, then say, oh yeah, we're sorry, but Ark Ascended is not ready at the moment, and it will take a bit longer than we thought. Then that will take them past the 31st of October, so section 6.2 of the Nitrado deal kicks in, and under that deal, Snail could close down all the non-Nitrado privately rented Ark servers that people are playing on. But if Snail did that, they would be total uproar, as it would anger most of the Ark player base and community to the point a large section of them would just quit Ark for good, just on principle of Snail treating its players like shit. A large section of people who were going to buy Ark Ascended wouldn't buy it anymore. It would make gaming news, and Snail's reputation would get even worse, and it's likely the server hosting companies would sue Snail Games for changing the terms of their existing contract after they laid out for infrastructure to run and host Ark Survival Evolved. And some players might get together in a class action lawsuit to sue Snail for killing a thriving game and the years and thousands of hours of work they've lost. The Ark player base would be disgusted with Snail, they would never trust them again, and the Ark community might collapse from a sheer number of people not playing it anymore. Plus, many people would boycott Ark Survival Ascended and any other future game, and the negative press would follow Snail around forever. And a lot of hate would be aimed towards Nitrado because they created this deal that killed everyone's private servers. So yeah, there'd be lots of downsides for Snail for closing Ark Survival Evolved, but their upside is money. Do you trust Snail not to do this? We will only know if Snail wants to keep Ark Survival Evolved alive if Ark Survival Ascended is released before the 31st of October. Or if they plan to kill Ark Survival Evolved, Ark Ascended will be released after, as all the rights to rented servers will pass to Nitrado. If me and others are reading it right. Take a look for yourself. The link's in the description. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think. This video is pretty long as it is, and I was given a tip where a lot of the 1.3 billion Ark money might have went. I was going to add it onto the end of this, but it turned out to be a huge deep rabbit hole. So that'll be the next video I'll upload, so don't forget to subscribe for that please, as you'll be shocked and won't want to miss it. Please like, subscribe if you've not already, click the bell notifications on all to get notified when I upload and stream next, check out the videos at the end, you might like them, and hopefully I'll see you again. Goodbye.